My name is Barrett Tasky. I'm the production manager here at S.P.A.C.E in the League of Creative Musicians. We're here in the large venue facility, 200-person multifaceted, useful room to be used for just about everything from live concerts, which we book a variety of styles of bands, to private parties and corporate events. What we are sitting in front of is basically my home, the front of house position, which also manages our monitors, and it is the DM-1000, which is the little brother of the 2000 that you just saw in the studio. And it is extremely advantageous for many of the same reasons. It's an even smaller footprint of real estate space for us in a room where we get John Q. Public to come in. And similarly, it has the multi-tiered layers and channel-by-channel strips built in digitally for us to have dynamic controls and effects and EQs. So I'm not surrounded in an old-school live way with flocks of racks for my EQs and my gates for every little thing, from channels to monitors to the mains to separate feeds for even splitting the signal up for our three-way subs, mids, and highs for the mains. So it's extremely versatile and user-friendly in the sense that once you spend 2 to 5 minutes with it, you can really get to know your way around, and engineers that come through are oftentimes excited once they really get their fingers into it at how easy it is to dial it in to what it is. And once again, similarly to the 2000, I can save everything. So every show that's been here, I've saved into our settings, and when the band comes back, we just start from there as the footprint, channel by channel, any settings that we've done throughout the course of an event, because you're constantly dialing it in, getting it better. You just save it and recall it as the sound check for the next show. Similarly, we archive everything in multi-track, and I just take the settings that I've stored from the 1000 and bring it into the studio and put it into the 2000 and recall the show with the same settings that I was managing the show with live. And oftentimes it's a great starting place because that kick drum is still doing the same thing even though it's on tape instead of a live person doing it. So in that sense, it's both user-friendly and versatile, and more than anything, we can use it to begin this massive template, and the work just flows from one room to the other. And you know, the ultimate goal is to have a CD quality 2-track of every show that we've had here in our archives, both for members to learn how to engineer and learn more about gear and technology that they've joined. It's one of the perks of becoming a member, as well as for the artists that come through here. They get a copy of their show, and that's part of their advantage of playing what in some cases is smaller than they would normally play, but A, this is Evanston, and B, this is part of what we offer that makes us kind of a separate type of venue and more of a modern style that the industry is beginning to go. And part of having the Yamaha series here is kind of putting us on that cusp, on that cutting edge, that both artists and engineers coming through are beginning to see more and more across the country. Part of the perk of that Yamaha series is both the compatibility with each other and the different outboard gear. Like in the studio, you can run Pro Tools or Cubase or Digital Performer all off that same console. Similarly, live, I can be dealing with any sort of elements that other engineers bring in or that the bands challenge me with, from different monitor mixes, in-ear mixes, outboard preamps. I mean, just about anything that has rolled in, I've been able to tie in and deal. And what little I can't actually save here, just take good notes, and it winds up becoming part of the notes file in the studio manager when it comes to recalling things through the archives. So the functionality, the versatility, and more than anything, the footprint. I mean, it looks like it's the size of a lesser grade competitor's board, when in fact, if you laid this out, it would be bigger than some of the most expensive competitor boards that we all know and sometimes love. But that's something that this offers in such a small space that I can certainly appreciate, considering we are a smaller room, to have a front of house console that's 18 feet long and hundreds of channels is overkill. And we took that budgetary savings and spent it in proper places here that reinforces the quality of the room and the sound of the room.